Dracula isn't frightening because he drinks blood. He's frightening because he understands consent better than his victims do. Let's dissect Dracula, not as a monster, but as a structure. First, let's look at his face, which represents power without force. Dracula doesn't chase, he invites. He speaks softly, listens carefully, and mirrors the desires of those around him. His power isn't about violence, it's about persuasion. Think about it, Dracula rarely takes what isn't already half given to him. This is precisely why he feels so modern and so chilling. Power that hides itself, that works through influence rather than brute force, is always the most effective kind. Next, his body, a symbol of immortality without growth. Dracula's body never ages, but it also never evolves or changes. For him, immortality isn't freedom. It's a cycle of endless repetition. He is trapped, forced to feed over and over again simply because he cannot truly grow. A body without time, a body that cannot develop, becomes nothing more than a machine of pure appetite. Then there's the blood, which is intimacy disguised as need. In the novel, blood isn't just gore. It's a profound exchange. The neck is chosen deliberately for its vulnerability, its intimacy. The act of feeding replaces touch and connection. In this way, Dracula doesn't just dominate bodies. He entangles them, creating a twisted, inescapable bond. Now, consider the women Lucy and Mina. They represent what Victorian society feared most. Under Dracula's influence, they don't become weak and helpless. Instead, they become assertive, hungry, and sexually aware. Dracula doesn't destroy these women. He strips away their obedience. And that was the true horror for the society of that time. The threat was never the vampire himself. It was the idea of female desire no longer asking for permission. Finally, we have the shadow, representing control without accountability. Dracula leaves no fingerprints, no trail of responsibility, no explanation for his actions. He takes what he wants, and others are left to suffer the consequences. This is ultimately why he must be destroyed. Not simply because he is evil, but because he exposes the terrifying nature of power when it no longer needs to justify itself to anyone. Dracula survives in our culture not because he is just a monster. He is a map, a blueprint of what happens when desire learns how to rule. Thanks for watching.